The problem of power supply in Nigeria is multifaceted. You have the entire value chain of power supply. You have issues along the value chain. You have the fuel, you have the power itself, you have the transmission, and then you have distribution. When you look at the fuel supply, it's not adequate yet. And you have issues of vandalism of the gas pipeline, which really can be a major problem. It's a major problem. Then in the case of the power, we have in Nigeria installed power supply, installed power of about closer to 13,000 megawatts, but available of about 7,000 megawatts. Available because the generating system is available for supply. But then you have our capacity to actually put the power on grid of about 5,000 megawatts. That means that two types of constraints make it impossible for us to put 7,000 megawatts. One of which is the gas supply, but majorly the transmission infrastructure. The transmission infrastructure makes it difficult for the project, the power to be supplied, and that's a serious problem. Then you come to distribution. The distribution infrastructure is dilapidated. Then you have the problem of the human beings in the distribution. The collection inefficiencies, the leakages, people who are stealing power, people who are doing all kinds of things to make it difficult for distribution to work. And also the distribution companies themselves that are not investing in distribution infrastructure to ensure that you have, like if you have inability to transmit power to a person who needs power or to a group that needs power, that would be because maybe the transformer has blown, maybe the line is out, maybe something just is not correct. And the only way you can deal with it is to restore. The response time may be inadequate. Sometimes the response time may be months in some cases, and some people say even years for response time. That's just unacceptable. So these are some of the issues. We don't have, and then when you come to quantum, you're talking about a country of 200 million people. A country of 200 million people, and we are talking about 12,000 megawatts. That's not even available. That's just not right. I like to think of us to pay ourselves against Brazil. Brazil is a comparable country in terms of population. We aspire to be a mid-level economy. If we are going to be a mid-level economy, then clearly we should be talking about the sort of power supply Brazil has, over 100,000 megawatts. If you're going to have 100,000 megawatts of power supply, then you have to have transmission line to match. We don't have it. So these are the issues. So that's why the sort of model we have in Aba is a solution that can work now, which says, okay, let's have ring fencing. You have embedded power. Within that ring fence, you clean up the distribution infrastructure and ensure that you are able to reduce losses. the average technical collection and commercial losses.